Love of position. Man possesses within himself the seeds of virtue, as well as having the potential for every evil. Some undesirable characteristics, such as passion and the desire to show off, exist in him alongside the good qualities of sincerity, altruism, and self-sufficiency. Thus, we should take all these human qualities into account when considering human nature and not be disappointed. It is natural for every man to entertain love of status and fame to some degree. If these desires are not satisfied in acceptable ways, then those who cannot be rid of them may do much harm both to themselves and to their community. There may be some people whose ambitions have to be diverted into harmless channels. Otherwise, frustrations built up because of those unsatisfied desires will cause harm. Although it may be harmful for some unrefined souls to satisfy their desires for prominence by seeking status, nevertheless, their pursuit of this may be a good thing, since they are thereby prevented from doing greater evils. Thus, for example, it is preferable for a singer who wishes to make use of his God-given ability to sing hymns rather than obscene songs. Sincerity or purity of intention is the quality of the deed and of him who performs it. Thus, sincerity or purity of intention determines whether any act will be accepted by God. However, it is not easy for everybody to serve the faith with complete sincerity, so consideration should be given to whether the good in them exceeds the evil. Many deeds which are performed rather for show than out of sincerity should not be judged as absolutely harmful. People sometimes may contaminate their deeds by their egos and their desires. They may not always be seeking God's approval and showing repentance for their mistakes, but we have no right to claim that those people are not on the side of the truth. If each individual in a group tries to impose himself as the only authority in his field and some others imitate it, then this will destroy discipline, cause anarchy, and produce divisions within the community. Ultimately, this destroys order as a result of confusion of authority and interference between the rulers and the ruled. If the successful members of a government or efficient executives of a state or institution demand the lion's share of benefits in consideration of their abilities, then that government will become paralyzed, that state will collapse, that institution will descend into chaos. A government subsists on discipline particular to itself. A state is maintained by its principles, and an army is founded upon structures of command and obedience. Anything contrary to this will mean neglect of the vital elements which traditionally have ensured the cohesion of human societies. If only the hearts of people were content with what the sublime Creator had bestowed upon them, and would seek His divine pleasure. Some self-seeking souls have turned their backs on the light of the sun and are content with the dim light of the lanterns in their hands. With these, they will never find the door to eternal light.